How's it going, YouTube? It's Hoogie and Rich, and we're just somewhere in Ontario at an undisclosed location. We recently got word that there was a treasure trove of old cars sitting here, and every one of them is for sale.
We don't work for Haggerty, but this is a little bit of barn find hunter going on. It's a pretty good day, so let's go check it out.
Here we go.
Hey! All right, so we got a call a couple weeks ago saying that unfortunately a gentleman passed away. Loved cars. We've got a barn full of cars and a yard full of parts cars. It is an estate sale, and every one of these cars is for sale. So we really want to show you guys the cars and take any reasonable offer. We don't want to see this history lost. There's a lot of time and energy and stuff put into these cars. I walked through. Hoogie hasn't yet, so I'm pretty excited. Let's have a look right here. So I was told that most of these cars are original and untouched. I can see that this one obviously has some work done to it here. So this is a 70 Pontiac Bonneville, 455.
I was looking at it, like, I could not tell because of the angle and the color. It was just kind of so well blended at the bottom.
I'm told that every one of these cars is turnkey, like driving. I don't think they've been ran in the last 6 months, so I do suggest fuel dropped and then clean fuel put in it for starters, but
jeez, look at this. This interior could have come out of the factory last year, you know?
I know.
Aside from needing a little bit of a vacuum, like the sill plates are perfect, the doors are perfect. Yeah. The headliner looks brand new. Like, if this is an original untouched car, this is amazing.
There's dirt in the tires.
Yeah, it's been driven and everything, but I see a little bit of pitting on the side of the seat and everything, the metal rail. The drip rails that we have on the GTO are brand new and look as nice as this. I mean, there's a little bit of bubbling here, which is typical for the vinyl top, but the rest of this is pretty immaculate. Typical 60s Oldsmobile, everything's electric.
It's got the CD player tucked under the dash with the faceplate gone.
Yeah. The seat is electric, the windows are electric, the mirrors are electric. All about luxury.
Is there a hood latch?
You need something massive just to move them.
It's got the Carter Quadrajet on there too. Looks like everything's still original. Everything's still here. Really cool. I think he's got an alarm on each one too.
So 70, they didn't come out with the 4-speed until I think 80s or very late 70s. This one, the frame is rotten, complete. He still has moisture grabbers on the inside, but this car I think is not worth fixing. So, but if you do have a convertible or you need a 455 with probably 400 behind it, I'd show you the engine, but there's a pile of stuff on top. Somebody picked this up because you got a car for the price of scrap. So the Buick that's running outside was actually his daily, and that one has a lot of emotional attachment for the family, I can tell. It has been painted, it's an older, it is a driver, but to be able to see that one still being enjoyed by other people would mean a lot to the family. Definitely check out that Buick as well. Got a lot of stuff on the hood, so we're not gonna look. That's super heavy stuff. I don't want to throw my back out. It's amazing nobody stole more batteries in this era, because you can just pop the hood and take whatever you want. If you knew how to pop the hood.
So even still, this one is still in really good, like it's all rust, but it's all there. Like it's just surface. It's still a solid car, yeah. So they're all 4 barrels.
It's a Buick, yeah. It's the Regal 2-door, or no, is it a Park Avenue? It's Park Avenue, because he's got the 2-door and the 4-door here. It's literally plush velour interior in here, like padded. I bet if you sat in this, you sink in like 3 inches before you hit the actual base of the seat and everything.
I kind of want to. Oh yeah. It's got that smell too, like grandma's house smell. Yeah. That's either a hearing aid or a tooth in the glove box.
Very different things.
This one has a hood release. Look at this. All right, I'm halfway there.
Simple.
Yeah, let's go take a look. Air conditioning, just a little bit more dressed up with a lot more emission stuff on it. So this one is the original 4-barrel on it. This would be perfect for like a Duramax or something.
It was a big heavy car.
There's a big heavy car with a beautiful interior in it. It's smogged down like crazy, so to keep this engine be kind of nuts. I'm gonna leave it. I think that's a temperature gauge. That's cool, because yeah, out of the wind there. I think this one, the 4-door version of the exact same car. So the outside of the odometer is in kilometers, so both of these are 50,000 kilometers on it. So I think both of these only have 35,000 miles on it. And I imagine from the interior and the shape that it's in, that it probably hasn't rolled over. I would be safe to bet that this one's got 50,000. If you're interested in one, you could probably make a pretty sweet deal on buying both of them at the same time. Spare parts, and 2 beautiful cars.
Look at the wood grain. That's not fake wood.
No, this is real,
That's
like
hand-laid
hand-carved wood. That's not. That is. Yeah. Oh, and it comes with Rock Revival's greatest hits, mellow moments, and the tribute to Elvis 8 tracks. Buy 2 cars, get 3 8 tracks. Got a note in this one. It says rebuilt carb, new rotor and cap, still runs rough at idle. Check for vacuum leaks and timing up and down. So this one's got some issues. Is this not the coolest freaking car? Look at the dash. Like, it's so cool.
I mean, no wonder crashes back then were all fatal, because everything here is like jagged metal designed to take teeth out and impale you, you know?
Who came up with a collapsible steering wheel that would like take part of the impact? It was like the worst selling thing ever.
Yeah.
I think Ford came up with that. This Wildcat has a little bit of bubbling on the paint here on the top. I thought that these were marks on the car, but that's just dust from car covers. So each one of these cars had a car cover, and they took the covers off just so we could take a look inside. So yeah, we got a 2-door Wildcat, and I think we got a 4-door.
Invicta Wildcat and Wildcat.
I think this one's been painted. You can see the paint coming off. That's not 70 years old.
Heated back seats too, Aaron. Something you never saw back in the day.
Heated back seat. You can see the seats worn down quite a bit. So you're kind of leaning.
Yeah, it's been driven a lot.
It's been driven, but it's still in fantastic shape. Like even around the windshield, we got a little bit of bubbling going on, like tiny little specks, but for what it is,
It's a real nice driver.
it's a real nice driver.
These cars were known for floating down the road. This thing is literally just floating as it sits here.
So doing this on Power Tour, just imagine, we got the hood popped, sort of up. Every one of these got a weird little trick.
Next week on DeVos.
There we go. I got it. Oh, it looks like a little baby engine. It just looks so small in a massive engine bay like this. Power steering, no air conditioning. It doesn't power brakes. Battery's missing. Regulator, but it's all complete. I bet you turn the key and this thing probably fire up.
This is a good driver.
Smells like oil. Something Oh, look at that. Big old Edelbrock 4-barrel. Oh, brand new wires, cap. So if you guys don't buy this car, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be buying another one. But that means I gotta sell one of my cars. So I have a 2009 Saturn Aura for sale. Well, that looks fancy. It looks the same valve covers. No emissions. This one's got AC. So buy both of these, put the AC on that one. And that looks like the original carburetor. Looks like it's leaking a little bit. Look at this. We got an original glass washer bottle. That's cool. It's got a early 90s Daytona. This has the 3-liter V6. Unfortunately, it's not the Shelby, but I think the driver's door panel's off, so there's probably an issue with the window, I would imagine, if they had this one running. So this one starts and drives. Nice rims, decent tires. So this one's for sale. Along with that, the hoist is for sale. All these tools are for sale. So if you're interested in any of that, I imagine the snow blowers are even for sale. I think they're selling the barns and the house, and all this stuff has to go. So there's also another shed full of parts. We've got parts all the way along the outside in the boxes. Some of them are labeled, some of them are not. But if you're interested in buying the parts as a whole, if you've got an old Wreckers and a pile of these cars, I would assume that 80% of the parts match the cars that were in the video. But definitely get a hold of us, and would love to chat. Otherwise, my wife's getting a new Wildcat for Christmas.
I can't believe somebody came in here and told them this was scrap price for everything. Like that person needs to be fired, because that's ridiculous.